Hello, and a very warm welcome back to my dear listeners. This is your host Sharmishta, back with episode 4 of the story Fear. It was around 9 in the morning when Nantu finally returned home. Ruma rushed to him. Dada, what do you think you were doing? You stayed out the entire night. We were all so worried. Where were you? Nantu didn't answer. The family was looking shocked at his disheveled appearance. Hair unkempt, eyes bloodshot, and blotches all over his shirt and trousers. His mother asked impatiently, What is it, Nantu? Tell us, where were you? He mumbled a brief recount of Giri to his family. But only this much? Is this what you did? What else happened? Later, Nantu mumbled, I want to sleep for a while now. Nantu walked into his room and taking his shirt off, threw it on the floor and sat down heavily on his bed. His head had started to reel again. Their pet cat sauntered up to him, purring softly, rubbed itself against his leg. Nantu kicked it away. His family, standing near his door, were shocked. Nantu doted on his pet. So what was this strange behavior? Do you want to eat something, Nantu? His mother asked. No. Later. Nantu fell back on the pillow and was soon fast asleep. He woke up an hour later. His family were anxiously waiting around him. Shall I get you something to eat now? Yes, a cup of tea and some puffed rice maybe. Nantu's mother returned soon. Nantu picked up the bowl of puffed rice and kept it down immediately. Hardly a sip or so from his tea, and that too met the same fate. What is it, Nantu? Don't you want to eat? It's burnt. Burnt? Yes, both have the after smell of burning flesh. But how is that possible? Oof. Will you people just leave me alone for a while? A little later he said, I'll go to the pond for a bath. He returned soon, without a bath. What happened now? Why didn't you take a bath? I didn't feel like it. I'll take a bath at home. He lay down again and was soon asleep. Auntie, leave Dada alone for a while now. Being with Giri for so long, her burns and all, maybe that's why he's still feeling the effects of it all. It was evening when he woke up again. His cat nuzzled close to his leg. Nantu picked it up and caressed it lovingly. Look at you, Nantu, and why did you kick him like that this morning? Nantu looked up, bewildered. Did I, Ma? I can't remember. And Nantuda, why didn't you go for your daily swim in the pond? Nantu suddenly pulled back his hand that had been caressing his cat. Ruma, have you seen this mark near its mouth? Yes, so what's peculiar about it? She's had it since her birth. Must be a burn mark, no? Burn mark? Have you lost it, Nantuda? You seem to be seeing burns everywhere. Ruma, one day I too shall die of burns. Nantuda, please, don't say this. You don't know how terrible burns are. Was she badly burnt? No, just half of her face, her neck, and a little of her back. Oh, then there are chances she will survive. No, she won't live. How do you know? Are you a doctor or an astrologer? No, I'm not. But I know she won't live. And neither will I. Ruma said nothing more. she heard Nantu saying almost to himself, "A tall, thin man is traveling on a deserted path all by himself. It is dark, very dark. A car comes up behind him, honking loudly, telling him to move away. The man does not pay heed. The road is narrow. The driver has no other option but to take the car through. And he does that. What does he see? That the man is no longer there. He has vanished. Nantu turned his head and looked at the sacrificial altar at their neighbors, which was clearly visible from his window. Ruma was about to say something when there were loud knocks on the front door. Somebody called out to Nantu. He looked startled for a moment and then hurried out. A few minutes later, Ruma heard him saying, "No, I won't go. I won't." Nantu came back to his room, his face flushed. "What is it, Nantuda?" "Giri died this morning, and these boys want me to go to the hospital to bring her body home. I won't do it, Ruma. I won't." Nantu sat down on his bed. His whole body was shaking, his face ashen. Ruma realized her cousin was very frightened. She walked up to him and said softly, "Nantuda, let's go for a walk. You'll feel better. You'll come with me?" "Yes, then let's go." Ruma had just changed into street clothes when her brother said, "Leave it. You don't go. I'll go by myself." "Okay, but don't stay out late, Dada." Nantu nodded and left. Within 15 minutes, he was back. "Nantuda, you finished your walk so early?" "Just check the front door, Ruma. See if it is bolted properly, and also check who is roaming around outside the house." She came back after a while. "Nantuda, there's no one there. You must have made a mistake." "Did I?" "But when I had gone for the walk, I did see someone near those bamboo groves. That person followed me and disappeared into the sacrificial area of Datto Babu's house." "Dada, there's no one." Nantu smiled sadly. "You think that person will wait around to be seen by you?" "That person had come for me, Ruma, and I will soon be taken away." The fear has begun. Giri is dead, but her vow lives on. Join me as I return soon with the next episode as the mind games begin. Till then,